Hello, everyone. In front of us, we have something very special. As soon as Hasbro announced it, or maybe it was from some leaks, I knew that I needed to have it. As you can see, we've got Star Wars The Black Series, but if you look a little bit further down, we've got Return of the Jedi and Heroes of Endor. So this was a special. It was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So I don't know. I know that they're selling some of these figures separately. I don't know if they are going to be available, if all of them are going to be available, however. This box is amazing, to say the least. I kind of feel bad that I'm thinking about unboxing it, which we're going to do together. But I have a feeling that I'll be able to get another one and we'll be safe. So I'll have a box one and then I'll have the unboxed one as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. First thing we're going to do is take a look at the outside of the box as soon as we take this off. Yep, there we go. Little hint there. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and unbox the figures, take a look at the articulation, take some pictures, talk about what we like and what we don't like, and go from there. All right, so we've taken a look at the box with the sheath on. Now let's go ahead and take the sheath off. I mean, my goodness, this is so awesome. I mean, if you don't unbox, it's perfect because you've got the backdrop there with Leia and Han Solo there. If you can kind of see, maybe the glare's kind of there, but we have the ponchos there as well. And then what do we have here? We have Paploo with the speeder bike. So cool. So cool. And then on this side, we have Luke Skywalker already in his poncho. So, yeah, so cool. Can't say it enough. And I'm hoping that when we take this out, that backdrop will be able to be salvaged, and I'll be able to use that on the shelf as well. So not only are we able to do that, but the sides open up as well. So, like, if you aren't a complete unboxer, this would work for you. So, because you can leave it all in the box and display everything all up front. But we are an unboxer, so we're going to go ahead and unbox this set here and take a look at the figure. So let's go ahead and do that. So I don't even know the first place to start. I typically start from the bottom when I unbox, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the best bet. I'm thinking maybe from the side, from the back here. Oh, but wait, we do have something to read on the back. I should have read that already. We do have the Heroes of Endor. The Empire built the second Death Star in secret above the lush forest moon of Endor, located on the fringes of settled space in a far corner of the galaxy. To protect the station during construction, Imperial engineers placed a shield generator on the moon's surface. Scout troopers patrolled the woods on speeder bikes, but the Empire dismissed Endor's native Ewoks as primitives that posed no threat. The Ewoks, however, were not to be underestimated. They were brave warriors and quick to learn new ways. They accepted the Rebel Alliance's warriors into their tribe and decided to join the fight against the Galactic Empire, using bows and arrows, catapults, and log traps to take down stormtroopers and scoutwalkers. The Ewoks turned the tide, allowing the Rebel commandos to destroy the shield generator and leave the Death Star vulnerable to orbital assault. Super cool. All right. So let's go ahead. Maybe do it from the back here. I'm hoping that this is the right way to do it. We'll find out. We'll see what we're able to do here. Yeah, there we go. I'll put that down just for a moment. I don't think we're going to be able to do that with Paploo there, but probably the same thing will work here for Luke. Comes right out, just like that. And then I think we're going to come from the bottom and open it up this way. Oh, there we go. hopefully those were the right latches there. That does not want to come out. Interesting. It looks like we're going to have to do these guys as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully I got that. All right, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me to do this one on camera, so I'll be right back. I'll have this unboxed and we'll talk about it from there. All right, so I was able to take everything apart. We have them in their separate pieces here. One thing I didn't notice was that Paploo here does have a staff, so we'll go ahead and take that out as well. So let's go ahead and start with, let's go with the easiest one first, hopefully, which should be Luke's. So we'll go ahead and do that first. Where to start. And I do have some snips here, so I think that's probably going to be the best way. Of course, being careful not to get the poncho. Or the figure. Looks like we got a snip that we need to do there. Let's go ahead and get out the lightsaber first just to make sure. So those seem to always be the way. And then we'll get this guy out. Awesome. And there's Luke. Definitely with the poncho. I don't know if this poncho is going to be as removable as some of the other ones, but we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. And let's go ahead and go with Han Solo and Leia here. And I think we're going to try to go the same route, I think, where we snip and snip, snip. I think that's all the ones that have to come off. Yep, there's another one. All right, so there's that. And there's a snip, it looks like maybe on his arm. Yeah, there it is. And then there's a snip right here on his hand. So we'll go ahead and get that so it's just easier. All right, and then it looks like we have Han's poncho there as well. So in that bag that was there, we have Han's poncho and looks like Leia's helmet. I think it was Leia's helmet. Yeah. That's a full-size poncho, just like he had in the movie. Awesome. All right. Last but not least, we got this guy. Trying to figure out the best way to go here. Definitely his staff will be certainly easy. We'll just go snip and snip. There we go. And then snip. And this is something I'm actually really excited about. This is my first speeder bike. I was not able to get the other speeder bikes out there, at least not at a price that I was willing to pay. So really excited about this. I don't think this is going to come out quite as easily. I'll be right back. All right, so with this guy, what I ended up having to do is go from the bottom and take out the tabs. That allowed everything else to come out. What I mean by that is on the bottom here, we've got the different places there that the tabs were. Just cut around the plastic and it came right out. And snip. There we go. And then hopefully, maybe we take it off the base. There we go. And then the base comes out. And man, they did not do an easy job here to try to get this thing out. There we go. I think it'd be easier just to cut that than try to do it like that, but oh well. And then snip here. All right, let's get your hands off of that. All right. Whew. That took some work. Oh, and I'm not done. There we go. Wow, we got a lot to review here. Besides just the figures themselves, obviously we're going to want to take a closer look at the speeder bike. Because if you're like me, you haven't really had a lot of experience with the speeder bikes. So yeah. Wow. So cool. So cool. So let's go ahead and put the bike back on the peg. Paploo still is going to fit there. So cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get everything cleaned up here, and I'll be right back. All right. So where to start? There's so much to do here. So we've got Luke, Han, Leia, Paploo, and then the speeder bike as well that we need to take a close look at. You'll notice that I took the plastic out from behind there. That way we can keep the backdrops in use. I'll probably do something similar to this when I am displaying it. Don't have it's not quite as wide as this, but we'll find a way to make that work. So let's go ahead and take a look at Luke first, I suppose. First, let's take a look at the lightsaber. And there we go. So pretty good detail on that lightsaber there. Happy with that. The one thing I'm not happy about, though, if you take a look at his belt, there is no place to put the lightsaber, however. So we'll get back to that. The helmet, I don't know. Yeah. It looks like it does come off, so that's good. Let's focus. There we go. And the belt will come off. The belt will come off, which will allow the poncho to come off. I'm not going to take that off because I don't plan on ever displaying this without it. So it's that. Head, full 360. We'll go down pretty far. Up. Not really much of a tilt, but maybe a little bit. Can't complain. Arms will actually go up past. There you go. Past the 90. Full 360 at the shoulder. The arms will go only that high. Wow. So maybe 90. Just make sure this is going the right way. And then on the other side, it's definitely a little bit better. And then 360 at the elbow. The wrist, 360, and this is left and right. And then on the other side, make sure we're going all the right way there. The other side, it is an up-down motion. At the torso does have a little bit of give there, not a whole lot. We do have the full 360 at the upper thigh. The legs, that's as far as they go. That's not very far. And we do have a double knee, so he's able to almost kick his own butt. And then down at the bottom, we've got the normal legs, I would say. And then obviously we want to put the helmet back on. And then we're just going to take the strap, put it underneath. I'm not going to fully strap it. And that's Luke. And while we're going through this, if you have any questions about the figures, feel free to ask while you're watching. That way you don't forget to ask the question, and that way I have the ability to answer it for you. So feel free to ask down below. And while you're watching this, if you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up as well. All right, Han. It's a lot here. So we got the poncho. This poncho did not come with it on, so we can definitely take it off. I thought the poncho actually looked pretty good. I'm not really upset with it. I don't know if it looks exactly like the poncho from the movie. I know there's some controversy about that, but I mean, it fits them pretty well, so I'm not complaining on that. Head does a really good head tilt, up and down, and we're able to get a little bit further as well. Arms, about a little bit more than 90 as well. So about, looking very similar to Luke, except, oh, thank goodness, his elbows have some movement. If he was, in a cantina fight, he'd almost be able to protect his face. The vest is a rubbery material. It would probably come off. I'm not taking it off. However, and at the torso, it does have, wow, really good range of motion. I was not expecting that, but you are able to see a little bit of problems there. Shirt, a little problem with the paint. The belt looks really good, and we'll come back to that. Legs are able to have some good motion, unlike Luke's. Again, 360 at the upper thigh. Again, double knee. And that's that. So happy with that. And then we do have his blaster here. Come on. And that was not in his holster when he came. It was actually in his hand. So pretty good looking blaster there. I'm probably going to keep this in the holster, however. All right, we'll come back, put everything together for him. Then we've got Leia. And make sure everything is going the way they're supposed to. And again, Leia, the helmet was not on. We do have a holster for her blaster, which is good. Probably leave that in her hand there. Up, down, tilts really well. So happy with that. Same thing with Luke. We've got the poncho and belt combo. I'm not going to take it off, only because I'm going to leave it on, and I don't want to go through that pain. But you'll notice arms, pretty good. Elbows, about 90. And they're usually the same between left and right, so we're not going to go into that. And then we've got the wrists as well. All right. Full 360. Upper thigh, legs. My goodness, she can do the splits, unlike the other guys there. She does not have a double knee, however. Interesting. So I don't know if maybe she's just a different build or whatnot. And then normal legs. So that's Leia. All right, we'll put the helmet on her. Put her back there. And there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Paploo here in just a moment. All right, so we got Paploo over here. I'm going to take him off the bike there. And the only other Black Series Ewok that I'm aware of is actually going to be Tebow. I did unbox him on the channel a while back, so you can definitely take a look at that. Yeah, so headpiece probably going to come off. Again, I'm not really going to take these guys off. I like the way that they look. I'm really happy with that. Man, look at his eyes. Very similar to how well they did on Tebow there. And I like the feathering that they did on the fur as well. Little disappointed here that his dagger doesn't come out. But, oh well. Curious to see if you're going to be able to get him separately. I know that these three in the background there, they are available, but not this guy. I haven't seen anything for this guy yet. So yeah, doesn't look like he's able to hold it as a throwing spear, but that looks pretty good. Yeah, and if you have any questions with these, feel free to ask. Okay, so his left arm is able to hold it as a throwing spear. Let's go ahead and focus. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, he's awesome. He's got a good leg split, torso movement a little bit, not a whole lot there. And the arms are able to get some really good motion on. So, super cool. And then last but not least, we have the bike. I can tell you this bike is one of the things that I am definitely looking forward to. Let's go ahead and take it off the stand here. Start from the back. I mean, jeez, all the detail that they've done here. And if you have any of the other speeder bikes, feel free to leave a comment and with anything that you see that's different. I think they did a good job with the weathering. Yeah. Really good job there. And then you got the motor here, or engine. And the bottom, we've got the blaster here. Does spin all the way around. The speeder throttles don't seem to move, however. And now they do the legs, or holsters, foot holsters. But yeah, how cool is that? And then on the bottom here, we've got the little ball joint there, and just put that guy right in there. And then there you go. So let's go ahead and put him back on. All right. And what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and take some pictures, and I will be right back. All right, so there was a very quick look at the figures. I didn't want to spend too much time taking pictures because you can pretty much get a good look at what these figures look like, and most of them are very similar to other ones that we've had in the past. Yeah, so I was definitely, I think out of everything, I was most excited with the speeder bike as well as Paploo here. They are definitely the highlights of the show for me. As far as what to do with his spear, it actually fits really nicely right here on the speeder bike. So I went ahead and did that just for now while I'm placing him on the speeder bike itself. So that works for me. So yeah, so I like the fact that Hasbro did a good job with the packaging, so we can definitely reuse the packaging for display purposes. They've done that before. With I think one of the stormtroopers or whatnot, where you've got the Imperial ship background that you can use as well, which I have done. So, anyways, that's that. If you have any questions as we're going through, as we went through this, make sure you do ask down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And, if you have any comments about maybe having more pictures, less pictures, that sort of thing, that would be helpful. Yeah, so overall, if you can find this, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, I believe that you'll be able to find Leia, Han, and Luke, but I don't know about Paploo and the speeder bike. So if you can find the set, I'd recommend picking it up. But otherwise, good luck, and yeah. So what I didn't say, though, is if you are interested in Star Wars The Black Series, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of things that are Star Wars related, but we also do other things as well that a professional geek might find interesting, whether that be going to theme parks, electronics, home automation. I just got a new Oculus Quest 2, so I'll be doing a lot more videos about that as well. So if you are interested in any of that, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And with that, have a great day.